guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is a day. My shorts don't match, but it's okay. Hi guys, today I'm going to be talking about the fact that I am moving 900 miles away in August. So yeah, we'll just see. Oh look, now they can't even see it. Baby, baby, don't you see? I got everything you need. Hi guys, so in today's video I'm going to be talking about moving to college and what my plans are for the future, so let's just jump right into it. So I'm 18, I just graduated high school 2 weeks ago, but I actually graduated high school with my associate's degree in college because I was homeschooled in high school, so I got to start college really early. I started college when I was in sophomore in high school, so I ended up being able to complete my associate's degree within those 3 years of time. And the great thing about that is that the college that I took while I was in high school was free. So I got my associate's degree the first 2 years of college for free, so booyah. But yeah, when I started at the local college that I went to, I had to take a second language, which would satisfy it for college and for high school. So basically, whenever you take the college classes early, it counts for your high school credit. So I was able to kill 2 birds with 1 stone kind of deal. So originally I was going to take Spanish because I'd taken Spanish in the past, but then as it got closer, I realized that I really didn't like Spanish. I really didn't learn a lot, and I wasn't very good at it. So last minute, I decided to change into sign language because I figured that it would be a better fit for me, and I was right. So I took ASL 1 and I really enjoyed it, and then I took ASL 2 because you have to have 2 language credits, and ASL 2 is kind of when I was like, you know, I think I want to keep doing this. And the thing is that I'm really lucky because the classes were free, so there was no pressure. It wasn't like if I take this extra class, it would cost more. It was just 1 extra class. Like I would just continue with ASL. There's no commitment. I could just try the next level up and see how I liked it. It wasn't like I was committing to a major or anything. It was just 1 extra class, the next level of ASL. So I did, I took it, and it was my first time having a deaf teacher. And whenever I entered that classroom, I realized that I was very far behind all the other students. I was easily like the bottom 3 in the class. I wasn't very good, just in the sense that I never had a deaf teacher, and a lot of the other students had this deaf teacher or another deaf teacher before, and my 2 previous teachers had been hearing, and their way of teaching was to talk, show us signs. So we would still learn, and I knew all the same signs as them, but they were just better because they had been using it exclusively to communicate with the teacher. So very quickly I realized that I had to really commit myself to it and put a lot of hard work into it. So I started volunteering in the local deaf community so I could be acclimated more and be using the language more. And yeah, so by the end of that semester of me really kicking my butt, I ended up finishing the semester at the top of the class, which is really crazy. And then the very next semester, I was awarded Outstanding ASL Student of the Year for all of St. Petersburg College.
We also have someone who volunteered their time to teach deaf children sign language and to work with them. As we looked at this recipient, they looked that they are now at the age of 16 in ASL 3. It was powerful to see where this person has come through the years and the way and manner in which they have only grown to become a future interpreter within this world and our profession. She does not have officially been granted a name sign from the deaf community, but this is the name sign we give her today in honor of her brilliance, her willingness to be part of our community. Thank you, Thea.
Which was not just a huge accomplishment because I had started at the bottom of the class and I ended up becoming the Outstanding ASL Student of the Year of the whole college, but I was also 18. Back then I was 17. I was in high school. I was just a kid in these classes with all these adults, and I was awarded this award, so it was crazy. And that moment that I got the award was really the eye-opening thing where I realized, wow, I need to pursue this as a career, because oftentimes you either have a passion for something or you have a skill, not both. Because, for example, I have a skill in math. I'm really good at it. I don't know why, but I don't have a passion for it. I don't want to pursue any career that has anything to do with math. maybe I have passions in other things, but I don't actually have a skill in it. But sign language and using ASL for a career is something that I have a skill and a passion for. And whenever I got the award, I already knew I had the passion, but that was when it was like someone telling me, okay, you have a skill. So I knew that that was what I wanted to pursue, and the career that I want to pursue is sign language interpreting. So then once I finished ASL 4, I started going into the interpreter classes, which is like intro to interpreting, structure of American Sign Language, voicing, transliterating, fundamentals of interpreting, all these interpreting classes. So the teacher that you saw give me the award is my teacher Sam, and he has been such a huge mentor to me in guiding me through this whole process. Obviously, he started with me when I was low in my skill, and he worked me up to be in the top of the class, and I give him a lot of credit for that because he is an incredible teacher, and I look up to him so much. When he went to college, he went to the only deaf college in the world, and that is Gallaudet University. And whenever I was asking him what I should do for because I knew I want to get a bachelor's degree, so I was like, what should my next step be? He said, Gallaudet University is where you have to go 100%. It's in Washington, D.C., and the thing about Gallaudet is that the education that I could get in Florida is probably similar. I mean, I don't know, I haven't taken classes yet, but the one I'll get in Gallaudet. But the reason that Gallaudet is better, for me at least, is that you're immersed in the culture, and that will just make my skills be so much better than if I stayed here. So Sam recommended that I apply to Gallaudet, so I did, and it is a very hard college to get into. I just want to say that first, because not only is it a deaf college and your signing level has to be at a certain degree just to get in, there's that, and then there's an even higher level that it has to be to get into the interpreting program. So I applied and I got in, and that's my shirt that says I'm in. So I will be moving to Washington, D.C. in August, and that still is just kind of like mind-blowing to me because I've lived with my family my entire life, obviously, and the most that I've ever been away, some kids like go away to summer camps and stuff, the most I've ever been in my entire life is 1 week, and it was last year. It's going to be really a strange experience to be sharing a room with someone else, because I have shared a room with my sister my entire life, and I'm 18 years old, so we are extremely close, and I know it's going to be really hard to be moving away from her, and my mom, my dad, all my pets, but I think that the thing is someone says to me, I think it's really good advice, is that you will be homesick, but you will live. And that's the truth. I'm going to be sad, and it's going to be a hard thing. I mean, not even living independently, but also just living without my family and my friends, having to start literally a new life in DC. So it's going to be hard, but I'm going to live. So that is something that's like, okay, I can handle that. I'm going to live. I'm going to be fine. As most of you guys know, I have a boyfriend. We've been dating for over a year, and a lot of people have been asking me about what our plan is or how we're going to deal with the fact that I'm moving so far away, and we're gonna do the long distance thing. And I think I honestly am 100% confident in us, because Aaron is the most supportive person ever. He supports me through everything that I do and all the things that I pursue, which is a lot. I'm a very what's the word? I'm a very ambitious person, and he's so supportive of me. And I know that even though I don't think it's going to be easy. I'm not going to say that it's going to be an easy thing, because in no way, shape, or form is it going to be easy moving away from my family, a completely different lifestyle that I'm used to, and living so far away from Aaron. But I know that it's going to be worth it for me in the long run, and I know that he's going to support me and be there for me throughout the process. So I also want to add about relationships that a lot of relationships are revolved around attraction or a physical intimacy, and that is not what my relationship is like. My relationship with Aaron, he's my best friend, and whenever we hang out, we do like fun stuff with each other. Like, I honestly love hanging out with him, and it doesn't have, obviously I'm attracted to him, he's my boyfriend, but that is not that's not what our relationship revolves around. That's not the base of our relationship. So I can understand with couples who that is the base and the whole, you know what I'm trying to say, part of their relationship, that whenever they're separated physically, that it doesn't work, because even if they're still able to communicate, that physical intimacy isn't there. But with Aaron and I know that we're going to be okay because we're still going to be able to talk and all this stuff that is the reason why I love him. That has nothing to do with all that stuff, because we're Christians, we have boundaries, so that isn't something that I'm going to be, you know, I'm still going to be able to communicate with him just the same as I would on here, even though if I don't get to see him in person as much, I'll still be able to have the same things that I love about him, I'll still be able to have, you know. But this way, if the reason why you love that person is the physical part of it, and you don't have that, then obviously that relationship can't be sustained when you're separate. And I feel like people make a bigger deal out of it than it is, because someone who I know, her husband, she hasn't seen her husband in over a year. Over a year she has not seen her husband because he is in the army. They're married. They're married and they're not being able to see each other for a year. So I'm going to be able to see Aaron more than that. I'm going to be visiting at least once a month, like I said. So that is it for this video. I hope that you guys were interested in learning about where I'm going to college, why I'm moving, long distance relationships, moving away from my family, all that fun stuff. And I am honestly so excited about this new chapter in my life, but also really 100% honest. In my brain, it's like so far away. Like, that's the end of summer right now. I'm just living summer. I'm having a great time. I'm in the present right now, so I'm not thinking too far in advance, which is why this video is actually really hard to film, because I was like thinking like, oh, like let me think of all this stuff ahead of time, because I'm not even worried about anything yet. I'll worry like the day before and I'll get sad. But right now, I'm just focused on having a great summer. So let's have a great summer, guys. I'm so excited. You guys have no idea. I am working on so many projects right now for you guys, and I'm really excited. So that is it for this video. Make sure if you liked it, make sure you click the like button then. And if you're not subscribed, do that if you want to. And yeah, that is it for this video, and I will see you in the next one. Woo!
He's a genius. 'Cause I love a woman like you.